Oh my gosh. What an eventful week. So, it's Friday. Just got home from my one class that I have on Fridays because I have to drive an hour to get to campus, which I wish I'd known before I picked the class. But here I am. Isn't it lovely? So a lot has transpired. A lot goes through my mind. And I don't even know what the main topic. I guess social anxiety. I should talk about that. And it's something that I don't particularly understand. And it's something that I understand perfectly. But it's also bare strange to me. So in life, right, there's this little like myth, and it's not even a myth. It's everybody's I shouldn't curse. Not yet, I don't think. Everybody's the same. Yet we're all so wrapped up in our own world, you know? Like everybody's lonely. Nobody knows what the hell they're doing with their life. Everybody's just passing on by. Yet everybody is so scared of everyone else, and it's so like, if you know everybody else is dealing with something, why not be that change? I'm speaking absolute nonsense right now, and I don't know how to transition into the topic. I don't even know how to start this video. I've been going around just speaking with so many different people in my classes, outside of my classes. I was very happy to be able to be around and be with people again for the first time in a long time. And so the thing that got me is that I did not want a repeat of high school. High school wasn't a bad thing for me. I didn't have a terrible experience. I didn't have the greatest experience. It was just I would never want to go back to that place. It wasn't bad. It wasn't particularly good. It was just there. It was a time in my life, and I'm glad I'm past it. But one thing that I noticed through high school, especially after finishing it, is that I had a lot of acquaintances that I would have considered friends, but I realized it was just kind of transactional. A big thing I've noticed is that people... So I met this one person in college. This was many years back. And she tells me, you have the personality of a YouTuber. And I understood exactly what she meant by that, but I didn't exactly understand how that would play into the way people view me. And I've noticed that a lot of people use me as their entertainer. And to a certain degree, I was okay with that, but I didn't realize that a lot of these people weren't exactly my friends. Not at all. And it's definitely changed the way that I approach people nowadays, especially in college. I know the type of person that I like to be in a conversation. Truthfully speaking, I don't like talking. And I know that is such a strange thing to hear, especially considering the type of videos that I make. But at the end of the day, this is a camera, or this is a microphone. I don't expect... He said, first of all, if my microphone started talking back to me, I'd pull out a gun and start blasting the bitch. But I don't expect anything back. This is kind of like a video diary, in a sense. But when it comes to a person, listen, I don't want to talk for 30 minutes and you don't say anything back to me. It's like you view me as if I'm some sort of television show to entertain you for 20 minutes at a time. And that is so debilitating to me. I like conversations where it is a back and forth. I tell a story, then the other person tells a story. I'm talking about something, then they talk about something. But a lot of people, especially considering the fact that I need communication. I don't understand how there are so many lonely people in this world, yet so few people want to go out and talk to somebody. It was actually, was that yesterday? No, that was yesterday. I was talking to this girl in my class, one of my classes, and she says, yeah, I feel so scared to go up and talk to people. I'm just like, girl, all of these people are on their fucking phones. None of them are doing anything. Trust me. They are just too scared to look fucking alone, so they're looking down at their phone and they're scrolling their fucking home screen. They're not doing anything. Trust me, I've gone up and spoken to so many people. They're not doing jack shit. Oh, my headlights are on. What the fuck? Oh my god, my high beam. What the fuck? Oh, sorry, other drivers. Anyways, but she was like, yeah, I just can't go up and speak to people. I'm too scared. And I'm just like, is that not debilitating to that's the thing I don't understand about people. It's like, I don't understand how you can be so lonely, yet you will still wallow away in your loneliness because you're too scared to speak to people. Of course, there are different types of people. Of course, if you have some sort of like past with some sort of like trauma or bullying or something like that, of course, I understand. But if you've never dealt with anything like that and you're just genuinely scared, again, I'm not saying there's a problem with you, but I'm just all like, bro, if nothing has ever happened, you've never been bullied, you've never been ostracized, you've never had anything like that, why are you scared to speak to people? If anything, that's my fear of the internet. Because in my life, never been bullied, never been ostracized, never been this, that, and the third. I used to get that shit on the internet because I used to be very active on my socials and stuff like that. That's why I can't look at the comment section. That's why I can't look at my views. I can't look at my subscriber count. I can't look at anything because the type of social anxiety that people have for real life interactions is the stuff that I have for online interactions. I'm the exact opposite. But I literally made a whole video talking about this, but like being lonely, I almost fucking took my life because of that shit. I need to fucking talk to people. And it's like, I don't care how fucking scared, because I am scared. She told me, she was like, yeah, it sounds like social anxiety just doesn't know you. That's a fucking lie. I'm always nervous. I'm always scared. But it's all like, my fear, the fact that I almost took my life last week because I felt so lonely, I don't give a fuck. Hi, my name's Eve. Can I sit here? Let's talk. I'm not like that. I would more so just come up to somebody and be like, hey, can I sit here? And then just start a conversation. That's literally it. And I was talking to her about how I got to this point. Because I used to be one of those people. Because she said, oh, I'm lonely. Because I said her logic makes no sense at all. She goes, I'm lonely, but I want other people to come up and talk to me. You will be lonely for the rest of your life. You're the type of person who wants a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a them friend, whatever, a partner, but you don't want to put in any effort. You want some random girl to come up to you. You want some random guy to come up to you. You want some random person to come up to you. I'm going to be honest, you're probably going to be single for the rest of your life. If you're waiting for that one courageous person to see a whole crowd of people and pick just you, your odds are going to be your luck and your odds have to be insane. It's like being jobless, having no money, and instead of putting in an application, you sit back and wait for a job recruiter to just randomly pick you. No application, no sort of work to put in to get a job. You just hope a job just falls into your lap. You will be jobless for the rest of your life. That is just insane logic. And that's why when I was younger, I was on a cruise with a friend of mine from high school. And I was all like, yo, I need to speak to people. And so I went out, I made this thing. I was like, I'm going to speak to 5 people a day. I just went up to 5 people randomly. I started to know my preferences on how I like to speak to people, the conversations that I like to have, and my comfortability. I know for a very long time, I was not comfortable speaking to groups of people. More than 3 people I was usually only good with one-on-ones because groups of people just made me feel a bit anxious. It's all like, oh, I'm just coming out of nowhere, this random guy just barging into this conversation. But if this person's alone, it's all like, okay, it's pretty chill. And I will not lie that doing this YouTube thing has helped my communication skills drastically. I mean, you have to understand that I am talking to a camera for 10 minutes at a time. Nobody's talking back to me. I have to know how to hold a conversation unless nobody's gonna fucking watch. To be fair, I don't even know if anybody watches this shit, but I still post it. I'm still posting the videos. But this is also not the type of communication that I enjoy. Again, I'm not a speaker. I like to have a 50-50 conversation. I talk about something, the other person talks about something. But again, a lot of people that I speak to, especially around campus, they're probably not used to, one, having a conversation, or two, having somebody just come out of the blue and talk to them. So they usually kind of just let me do the whole entire conversation, and that's very debilitating. But it's not their fault. I just have to find the group of people that mesh with my sort of communication style that I feel comfortable with. A lot of these people I will not see ever again, and that's fine. But if I sit back and I'm just all like, man, fuck this, I'm not talking to anybody, bro, I'm going to be in that same mind state that I had when I attempted to take my life because I was so, lonely. And I do not want to be in that place again, man. I do not want to be in that place again, man. And so I'm thinking about doing that 5-person-a-day thing. The thing is, right, is I don't want it to be easy. Because speaking to people in your class is very easy. Like, you have a very common ground. But going up and speaking to just, random people, that takes effort. And that's what I want to do now. Again, that's what I want to do again. I was, there was a lot of people that I was talking to just randomly. I don't even know what stories to talk about. There really isn't anything extravagant. I'll talk about this one guy that I went up to. Oh my God. Okay, then I'll transition to the other story. So there's this one guy that I went up to. His name was Elda. I was like, yo, that's a crazy ass name. And we just started talking about video games. Bro was just sitting alone in the cafeteria. I was like, hey, bro, can I sit here? I was all like, we started talking about games, and then I was talking about, bro, I'm a gamer, bro. You might play, but I play games, my nigga. And so I was like, all right, bro, I'm gonna name a couple games, right? You tell me if you know them. And then I said Jet Set Radio. I said Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, and he was like, Jet Set Radio? Oh yeah, I know that game. I'm like, bro, you know Jet Set Radio? And he's like, yeah, that's that old game on the NES. I'm like, bitch, what are you talking about? And he pulls out his phone and he shows me this game from 1982 on some shit. And he's like, it's this game called Jet Set Willy or something. I'm all like, wait, you never heard of Jet Set Radio, but you know this obscure ass game from the NES made in the fucking 80s? Like, what? And we just struck up a convo on nothing, bro. And then there's this, bro, I just go up and speak to people, bro. It's really not even that difficult, honestly. I'd say the only advantage that I have is that I'm used to having conversations when there's nothing thrown back at me. Because again, I mean, I've been recording this video for 14 minutes. I can have a conversation and okay. Again, having conversations where nobody speaks back to me literally sucks my social batteries. It kills me. I once somehow got roped into a situation where this one guy back in high school invited himself over to my house. I'll say it again. He invited himself over to my house. He was there for fucking 8 hours. And I think he said about 3 fucking words. Tell me how I got into that situation. That is a story for another fucking day. But when I tell you I used to be the fucking entertainer back in high school, that shit used to kill me, you lot. I'm literally not used to coming home from school and being energized because I'm used to being the fucking jester. But I'm trying out new things. And the thing that I'm trying to get to is that, again, you have to understand is that not everybody is going to be your friend. And that is okay. I've spoken to so many people I haven't made a friend yet. I would say I've met two people actually that I would consider close to being friends. Everybody else is acquaintances who I dub friends by proxy. We are friends because we are in a conjoined space. But as soon as one person leaves, we will never speak to each other again. In the same way as if anybody's ever finished high school, unless y'all went to the same college, y'all probably don't speak to each other no more. If y'all have a job and if you went to another job, y'all probably don't speak anymore because you're not in that same space. And I don't want that type of friendship anymore. I don't use the term friend lightly. Like, some people will meet somebody for the first time, they'll hit it off and be buddy. I would not even consider that person. I don't consider somebody a friend until a lot happens. That is a very strong word to me. Personally, I'm a very emotional person. Like, a lot of people in my class right now, I mean, they're awesome, but I'm leaving in 4 months. I won't be here anymore. And I'm already knowing as soon as I leave, our friendship is, I shouldn't say our friendship, but our acquaintanceship is out the window. I'm going to be honest. And so I'm talking with a lot of people in hopes to find a true friend. And that's why I love my sister so much. I hope she doesn't watch this. And she is because she's the first person that has made me feel comfortable with my emotions. Can I shit on millennials for a second? I know that is so out of the blue. By the way, I'll just put this out. This is just something that I do in my videos. I do not be on that like Gen Z millennial type shit, bro. First of all, I literally just do it for my videos because it's funny, and then also for a way that people know what age group of people that I'm talking about. First of all, if you're a person who shits on star signs or like astronomy, whatever it's called, star signs and shit, and you believe in generational years, you're stupid and you're hypocritical. Literally, generational lines don't make any sense. They change based on who you're talking to or what source you're coming from. I've literally witnessed Gen Z and millennial years change 3 times in the past fucking decade. Gen Z literally used to be 1995 to 2010. I remember that distinctively. Now it's been changed to 97 to 2012, and at some point, fucking millennials used to be 1980 to 2000. Listen, this shit makes no sense. It's literally just another thing people use to fucking divide people. It makes no sense. Stop doing that shit. I only use the signifiers because I find that shit fucking hilarious. Anyways, millennials. Oh my god. When they started... Wait, why am I talking about this? Oh, feelings. Bruh, I remember being a kid, man, and seeing millennials do that fucking... I want to do this. I like this person, but I don't want them to know that I like them because it's going to be weird. Oh my, I remember being a kid and being like, yo, that is the dumbest shit ever. I am so glad I'm Gen Z so I don't have to deal with this shit. Fucking high school. Gen Z fucking adopted that bullshit as me. Oh my God. I hate that shit so much, bruh. I'm like, girl, if your mans feels uncomfortable with your love and he feels turned off that you love him, he's not the one for you, bitch. If you like this girl and she feels uncomfortable that you like her and you have to act like you don't like her for her to like, she's not the one for you, bitch. But it's like, bruh, we've gotten to that age where we've gotten to that age. I'm talking about Gen Z. We've gotten to that age where we're like in that age where millennials were doing that weird shit 10 years ago. Now we're at the age that they are, so now we're doing that shit. I'm just like, bro, I can't be asked. Like, listen, bro, if I like you, bro, I'm telling you I like you. I'm not about to play these fucking games. Yeah, I like him, but I don't want to make it seem like, bitch, I like you. Oh my gosh, so there's this cute, like, person in one of my classes, one of my science classes. I literally just came back from science class. Oh, I fucking hate being trans so much. I hate being pre-op. I fucking, like, I sound like a dude. I look like a dude. Everything about me is masculine. I fucking despise it. It's like, I don't develop crushes on any. So I consider crushes, right? I don't consider a crush until I'm actually crushing on them. Let me explain that real quick. So I look at, like, looking at stages. Like, the initial attraction, I consider that looking at stages. And then as soon as I get to know the person, I transition into if I like them or not, or if I have a crush on them or not. I swear to God, I met 2 girls that are confirmed queer. Both were absolutely lovely. They're both fucking lesbians. Oh my God! I'm like, yo, that is such an unironic kick to a fucking trans person. It's like, hey, yeah, you'd have a chance, but only if you were a woman. I'm just like, yo, just fucking kill me at this point. And then I actually made a joke. I was all like, maybe they'd give me a chance if I told them I was trans. It's all like, nah, it's not even worth it. But there's this one person in my science class. I just came back from science class, and I clocked them as I'm not gonna lie to you. I profiled the nigga. I thought homeboy. I thought the person was gay. And I don't actually know their pronouns, so I'm just gonna say they, them. But I'm not gonna hold you. Little homie was kind of cute. I'm gonna be honest. He was kind of cute. And so I went up to him after class, because again, I was just going up and speaking to random people. And I found out, girl is trans. They're about to get their bottom surgery within like a week or something. I was just like, okay. The thing is, right, I'm going to say a name. I don't care. I'm going to say a name. So their name is Adam. And they were with a friend. Their friend is non-binary. And it was actually funny. Their friend made a joke. They were all like, oh my gosh. Because I told them my name. I was like, oh, hey, I'm Eve. It was like, oh, that's funny. Well, this is Adam. I didn't get the joke at first, but then I was like, oh, Adam and Eve. And I was like, oh my gosh. Does this mean we're already married? But yeah, I don't actually know the optics. It's actually bad funny that I ran into fucking 2 trans people just randomly on campus. I don't do trans masks get bottom surgery, or is that like a strictly trans femme thing? Because again, I don't know I don't know Adam's pronouns, and I forgot to ask. I mean, it's not like they asked mine, but it's I'll see them again. This video got so off topic. I was talking about social anxiety. I've almost been talking for 30 minutes. I should really get home. I should really just go inside the house. But yeah, man, I enjoy speaking with people, and my social anxiety, whatever, it is, not speaking to people hurts way more than being nervous to speak to people. I'm not sure if I said that sentence correctly, but the way that my diction works and the way that I pronounce things, it makes them sound more grandiose than they actually are. So I'm going to end the video there because I think I just ate. Anyways, it's been Eve, Justice, and I'll see you lot later.